Royal Enfield was foolish enough to let me take this Himalayan and gave me 0 stipulations whatsoever. So let's kick it over a few times and see if we can pick it up. First, let me apologize for not getting more content out on the Himalayan 450. It's just been very cold, so I haven't been riding much. It's supposed to warm up and get rainy in the next week, so hopefully we'll get out and do a little bit more on it. But while I have it, we might as well abuse it as much as possible. And so today, let's do the drop test. First, we'll do it with the luggage on, even though we know that that makes it easier to pick the bike up, but just to show you the difference between having luggage on and not having luggage on. Knock her over, see how far over she goes, and then we'll pick her up and try again with the luggage off. I foolishly filled this thing up with gas the last time I rode it, so it's as heavy as possible. The full 430, it's 430-ish, 440-ish with fully fueled. So this will be an interesting challenge, but nothing like a big adventure bike. So I'm not gonna dump it on the side cases just because this isn't a side case durability test and I don't want to destroy it and have to pay for it. But I am gonna knock it over, so let's knock it over. Here we go. Oh no, we crashed. Oh, that's actually worse. Okay, I was not expecting that. So it's actually tipped up onto the side case and the back wheel is off the ground, which is actually worse for trying to lift it up in most situations. Interesting. One thing I like about the Himalayan, tons of grab points because it has the front crash bars. Where the rear rack is easy to grab, so this should be an easy pickup. Always make sure you put the kickstand up on the opposite side before you lift a bike. We're gonna lift with our legs. My back has been bothering me. I'm not going to aggravate it today. Maybe we'll try. Oh, but you can tip it up onto the wheel, so that makes it easier. Oh. All right, that's heavy. That is heavy. Now, did I do it the best, most approved way? No, there are other ways which we'll do in a minute, but you can at least pick it up by yourself, it appears. All right, let's take these cases off. It definitely feels heavier than it is. That is one thing I've noticed about this bike. It's not extremely heavy, but it does feel kind of heavy. Yeah. Comes right off. This will drop some weight too, even though they're empty. Yeah, I strained my back. That was bad. We're not doing it that way this next time. I like these side cases a lot. They're pretty sturdy. And they're not expensive. They have a whole configurator tool on the website. I've been meaning to show that. Maybe I'll put some footage in of it. Where you can go in, pick all your accessories, and see them actually installed on your bike before you ever buy the thing. That's nice. Let's try one of the other methods. So I'm gonna tip it over. It's gonna go down a lot harder this time. Yeehaw. Again, not a drop test, but it is getting dropped. I'll give you that much. I don't know how to gently put a motorcycle on the ground because I don't usually do it on purpose. Ta-da! Sorry, Royal Enfield. Love you guys. Here I am sitting on my Himalayan on the ground. So fun, so fun. Ooh, we could try the leverage test. You want to try the leverage test? Let's try the leverage method. I like this one. Leverage method is you just get it out as far as you can, get down under the handlebar, and you just lift up on it with your legs. Such good soundtrack there. I do not like the kickstand on this. I think it's going to tip over the other way. Just sitting it here. I would take the top case off, but it's actually a pain in the ass to remove, believe it or not. Huh, it doesn't hit the ground that hard. The rear wheel is off the ground. That is actually annoying. So full 360 of it on the ground. Sorry, shaky cam. It is not an action camera. So it doesn't do as well when you're hand holding it. There she is on the ground. Royal Enfield. I threw it on the ground. I threw it on the ground. One more angle, slightly different approach. I'm not very good at this one. I can't ever get my feet where I want it to be. Oh, actually, I've never really tried this one, have I? So we gotta get her up onto the wheel, at least, which it isn't, which makes this 10 times harder to get up. Wow, that's a lot easier, actually. Okay, cool beans. The push forward method is now my preferred favorite method of lifting heavy bikes off the ground. Okay, well, what have we learned? This bike is not super easy to pick up. It kind of looks like DR650, kind of a thumper kind of thing, but it is not. This is a full-fledged adventure bike. It is a lighter adventure bike, but it is not a light bike. So be prepared for that. Extra gas in the tank makes a big difference. You have a ton of great grab points, lower crash bars, upper crash bars. You've got the pannier racks, everything else. It's easy enough to lift with just the handlebar. I like that. Seems like it can take a drop or two, although the lever did go into the ground. So without hand guards, your first drop on anything kind of unforgiving, you're gonna snap either that whole lever off or just the end off. Hopefully just the end. Hand guards I feel like are a must. I don't understand why adventure bikes don't come with them, but they don't. Backup method is hard because it's hard to get low on the bike, but somebody that has less of themselves in the way could probably get it done. And the panniers don't really help as much with picking it up as I expected, because really all it does is get the back wheel farther off the ground. So you have to kind of lift it to get the back wheel back on the ground, which is about the same as doing it without the panniers. So that surprised me. I kind of thought the panniers would make a big difference and that would be way easier, but it isn't. So as far as solo liftability, I would say she's a 6 out of 10. It's not a GS. It's definitely doable solo, but it's not what I'd call easy where you just grab it without thinking and keep going. This is a bike probably, if I dropped it more than once or twice, I would want to just wait for help, which you should do anyway. Don't let the macho crap make you throw your back out, especially after a crash, the adrenaline's flowing, you may be hurt and not realize it. Always just sit, assess the situation, and wait for somebody to come help you pick your bike up if you're not by yourself. Pro tip. But that is a quick and dirty Himalayan 450 drop test video. If you've got questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And hoping to get out and do another moto camping adventure and some other riding on this bike very soon. Big thanks to Royal Enfield for loaning me this bike, and big thanks to all of you for watching, clicking like, sharing the video, and all that stuff that makes the channel more visible. Every time you guys click subscribe or like or leave a comment, that just makes the channel more visible and helps me continue living this dream, and I owe it all to you, so thank you for your help. But for now, and as always, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you.
Excellent!